evening. You're watching CMR Daily Buzz. It's Thursday, February 17th. I'm Misha Allinger and thank you for joining us. New regulations were announced earlier this afternoon in the COVID-19 community update. Premier Honorable Wayne Panton shared that there will be no testing for inter-island domestic travel for vaccinated travelers. Post-arrival testing day 2, 5, and 7 has been removed for vaccinated travelers. Gathering limits are increased to 500 persons indoors and 1,000 persons outdoors. Boat capacity is increased to 500 persons subject to carrying capacity. Testing and vaccination requirements have been lifted to attend gyms. The new regulations will take effect tomorrow, Friday, February 18th, 2022. For more information about COVID-19 regulations, visit www.exploregov.ky/coronavirus. Displaced tourism workers that are now employed will be transitioned into the newly created Tourism Recovery Grant Program over a 2-month period. This new program will provide individuals with 2 months of financial support at a reduced rate of CI 1,000 for February and CI 750 for March. The 2,400 tourism stipend recipients and 625 recovery grant participants whose payments are being processed this week will receive their payments on Friday, 18 February, via direct bank deposits or check payments as previously arranged. No new applications for the displaced tourism workers stipend are currently being accepted. For further information on the tourism stipend program and the tourism recovery grant program, please email stipend@gov.ky with any questions. DEH is advising all business operators, owners, and strata in Grand Cayman and the sister islands of the garbage fee bills for the period of January to December 2022. They are also encouraging early payment before 30th June 2022 to avoid any service disruption. To query account balances, payment plans, or otherwise, please contact the DEH at 949-6696 or by email at dehcustomerservice@gov.ky. A 43-year-old man was involved in a single-vehicle collision on Wednesday night along Shamrock Road. The fire service extricated the man out of his vehicle and transported him to the Cayman Islands Hospital. He is said to be in a critical condition with serious head injuries and burns to the face and body. RCIPS is encouraging anyone with information to please call the Traffic and Roads Policing Unit at 649-6254 or the Bordentown Police Station at 947-2220. A repeat sexual predator, Tony O'Connell Ebanks, was sentenced to 8 years in Grand Court Thursday afternoon by Justice St. John Stevens. O'Connell Ebanks was found guilty in a judge-alone trial last month for indecent assault of a 5-year-old child. In 2017, O'Connell Ebanks completed a sexual offenders program after his second sexual offense conviction. Justice St. John Stevens noted that the fact is that after having completed the sexual offenders program, he went on to commit this further sexual act on a child age 5 and breached his conditional release license. The judge remained convinced that he would continue to present danger to others. Shutters installer Garfield Robb is facing 13 counts of obtaining property by deception. He appeared in court on Tuesday morning before Magistrate Hernandez. Several people from the community reached out to CMR in the past regarding similar experiences with Robb. CMR then contacted the RCIPS and the matter was taken into consideration. Robb is scheduled to appear in court again on March 8th next month. Tickets for the Cayman Islands versus Dominican Republic match are now available for purchase online at eventpro.ky. The match will be held at the Truman Bodden Sports Complex this Saturday, 19th February at 3 p.m. Caymanian Jordan Crooks is now the fastest freshman 50 freestyler in NCAA history, beating out the former #1 Olympic champion Caleb Dressel. Crooks, who is representing the Cayman Islands internationally, climbed the all-time rankings in the 50-yard freestyle 3 times on Wednesday, claiming the #1 spot in the process. Now over to Renee Stamp for updates on regional news.
Haiti has asked the international community to provide more than US $1.9 billion to finance the reconstruction and recovery of the southern part of the country that was damaged by an earthquake last August. A 7.2 magnitude earthquake rocked Haiti's southern peninsula on August 14, toppling buildings and killing over 2,200 people. The government has promised to make aid more transparent, taking into account previous problems. 20 Cubans who participated in an anti-government protest last year, including 5 minors, were sentenced to up to 2 decades in prison for sedition last month. More than 700 Cubans, including 55 under 18 years old, have been charged in the protest. Hundreds are still behind bars. 2 men, including the husband of a woman whose body was found hanging from a mango tree in her yard in Guyana, have been charged with her murder. Police charged 41-year-old Diane Lacan and 36-year-old Arbor Williams with the murder of Lacan's 48-year-old wife, Edith Rubin, who was found hanging earlier this month. A post-mortem examination confirmed the woman had blunt force trauma to the head. The position of her body suggested she was murdered and her body placed at the scene, police said. In honor of Black History Month and in solidarity with Black communities and people of African descent, the U.S. Embassy in Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago raised the Black Lives Matter flag at its Queen's Park West compound on Wednesday. The flag will fly over the embassy for the remainder of Black History Month.
Thank you, Renee, for those updates. In international news, a Florida woman is facing charges of conspiracy to murder and first-degree murder after she reportedly used funds from a COVID-19 Paycheck Protection Program loan to hire a hitman. 33-year-old Jasmine Martinez reportedly used part of a $15,000 loan to pay a hitman who allegedly shot and killed TSA agent LaShante Jones on May 3rd. Javon Carter, who police believe was the hitman, has been arrested and charged. A 33-year-old woman jumped overboard the Carnival Valor cruise ship on Wednesday afternoon. The incident reportedly occurred when the 13-deck Carnival Valor was returning to New Orleans from its 5-day voyage to Mexico that began on Saturday. The ship's command immediately began search and rescue procedures and also notified the U.S. Coast Guard. Carnival's care team is providing support to the guest's husband, who was traveling with her. That's all for today's news. This is Misha Allinger. Thank you for watching and stay safe.